Okay. Hello everybody, I'm Strato, and today you're again watching my medical list. Great start. Okay, so whoa, that's too loud. Music is too loud. Now it should be better. So today, small update to the list as always. I need to find the perfect spot, perfect rate before I can finally see what's best. So small tweaks, but they will probably change a bit. I'm adding a small little detail, and we'll continue with the review. So do not waste too much of your time. I will do. Okay, and I'm here. I hope you can hear the music. The music in the background today will be Bard's Tale 4 soundtrack, because today in plan we have Bard's Tale 4 to discuss. I forgot to add the icons. We'll do that later. Okay, so the small thing that I've added, is time to finish the main story and my finished percent. There are 2 lines that I added that impact the score. Like time to finish the mine and extra is here, but I didn't calculate it before. Those 2 are calculated into score. And I will be putting my finished percentage, because I'm not finishing games. There are often games that I don't finish, more often than not. So if I finished a game in 100%, that should impact, and especially if it's a long game like Pathfinder. So the rule is, I'm adding a decent percentage, for each percentage complete. So if the game has 78 hours to finish the main story and I finished 100% of it, I'm adding 0.78. I think it's like extra 7 or 8%. That's why Pathfinder jumped by 3%. It jumped from, well, maybe not 4, even 4. 71, 0.2, and it's very close to Pillars of the It's a much shorter game. So, yeah, a bit changes. I need to add it for some games, because yeah, Baldur's Gate 2 still high, the Fire, Baldur's Gate 1, and things like that. So it will increase. I will later do a cap, so those scores cannot go over 100, but it will increase the speed of getting to 100. So you can have more downsides if I finish the game and it was fun. So now I will be doing just for example, a very good game, Original Sin 1, Enhanced Edition, that's what we have, as 62.5 hours, and I finished it in let me calculate. First act, second act, third act, and I didn't do the fourth act, so it's 75. Let's say 75%. So it jumped, but not as much. Okay, now Original Sin 2. 58.2, and my finish, I didn't finish. So I did Act 1 and Prologue, the island, so Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, I didn't do 75%. That's how I finish Larian games. I don't know why. Most of the games I finish on 75% for Larian. Don't know why. Okay. So that makes it built up. It didn't change. That's perfect. It's very, very close because it's 71.4.1.02. Perfect. And it's 1, 2, 3. It made it so close, but it didn't change. Amazing. Okay, Knights of Old Republic. That will improve here. Star Wars Knights of Old Republic. That's decent, 29 hours. And I finished it in 100%. I finished that game. Yep. It jumped a bit above. Nice. Fallout 1. Oh yeah, that's why I finished those games. I have 16 hours of main story. 100%. 1. Fallout 2. 30 points. Yeah, that's why that game is so much better. It's 2 times the size. 100%. 64. Oh, it's on the same level as Baldur's Gate 1. Yeah. Okay. Wasteland. Yeah, with those 2 games, I will have an issue. Come on! The Wasteland 2, 39 hours, and I finished it in 60%. Yep. So, on the level of Knights of Old Republic, still a good game. Wasteland 3, not that good, because I didn't finish it yet well, so my review not well done, but so that can still improve because I can still finish. Because now I'm at 45% still to finish it. It's still a good game. Wrath of the Righteous. Wrath of the Righteous, 55.5 for now. And my playthrough, 2 last, 6th, 5th, and most of the 4th act, I have. I would say I'm 55%. Yep. Legacy. Might and Magic. Where's the Legacy? 41 hours. And yep, 100%. 5. So Legacy on the level of Knights of Old Republic, and I think it's a good game. So yep. Tyranny. And Tyranny has 20.5, and I finished it in 60%. You okay? So we are fine to start with the next game. So we have now Dragon Age Origin. Dragon Age Origins is 40.5, 58.5, and I finished it 90%. I think I didn't fight the only last boss. Yeah. Dragon Age Origin. Combat system. You have... Oh, let me think. You have something like real time with pause think it was with what's the name? With AI mechanics. So remember there was something to sorry, allergies. But I remember that combat was a bit clunky. So I will give you a solid 6.5. But 6.5. Level design. Level design with the leash and nice areas. I would say that level design is 8. A solid 8, yeah. Locations was very good. Progression was nice. It was nice but not perfect. I would say that was definitely not perfect. It was not Wrath of the Righteous also. What's the Baldur's Gate 1, 6? I would say it's a 7. Complexity, or maybe let's do 7.5 here, but on complexity, I would do a less number. It was a there was options to build your character. There was some builds, ideas, but difficult. The game had a nice curve. There were some optional enemies, things to do. Yep, yeah, there was nice. So I would say it's a solid 7. There was side quests, story quests. I would say definitely a 7. There was dialogues. Yes, on the level of... I was not really intrigued by those dialogues that much. And for me, plot of the Inquisition, the setting was fine, everything like that was okay, so yeah, I would say it's a 6 point. Freedom, you had some freedom, I remember. Companions were a bit locked. Could play almost solo. Whirlpool question locks. Party was nice. I remember still companions. They had some opinions. So that's a 7. Oh, I don't remember their enemy. There was a demon, there was somebody, yeah. Side quests were okay. Not that high. I would say something like that. Maybe even. Aesthetics. That game has a nice aesthetics. It's a bit more than a fantasy. I would say that's a aesthetics were a solid 8. The game ages bad. Yeah, I would say that it's 6 or 5.5. There was some cutscenes. It was okay. Cinematics. There were not that many. I would say cutscenes around 5. There were some effects. There were things like finishers, spell effects, status effects. Nothing crazy, I would say. Or maybe due to the fact that we have spells. Or maybe 4. I don't remember that many performance issues. Okay, for performance, I don't remember anything that would be specific. So I would say it's an 8.5. Maybe not. I remember some issues. Performance, memory. There were some bugs I remember on the release. Now I think it's not that. I remember being able to run that game. No decent issues. So. Mechanics. It was a lot of fun stacking. There was no overwhelming and anything like that. So yep, definitely 7 here. Nothing special, but also not too complex, so nothing to praise about too much. User experience. Tool tips, combat logs. I should have played it more lately. Wow, a bit different. Something like combat log. Oh, remember. I don't remember if there was a combat log. I don't think so. I don't remember a combat log, so... Yeah, let's assume that there was not. I will maybe update it later. Buffing was okay. Combat log, not that much. Dual lips, so I will give it a 5.5. You can save, but not in combat if I remember correctly. Not that much respecting. 6. There was a lot of voice acting. I still remember enchantment. So yeah, definitely should be fine. But I don't think that it was fully voice acted. I think yes. I think that most of the... I will give it a 10 just because I don't remember. The music, nothing really special, so you get a... And SFX doesn't impact at all. Multiplayer. Can you play Dragon Age multiplayer? I never tried. Nope, it does not have multiplayer, and there is a decent... I would say it's a 7. There's a lot of things that can happen. I liked spell. Spell combos, and they praise anything else. There, I remember no arena. Did I remember anything? Story? I think I remember anything. Not that much. So yeah, that's what I remember. So you will get for here I would add the controls of camera were not perfect, so I will give it a bonus of 0. it's still a very high number. Good job, Origins. Good job. Neverwinter Nights. Whoa. That was a game for me. So yeah. Neverwinter Nights. 53 hours. 62.5. Finish percentage 100. Combat system. Real time with pause with one person. I will give it a 7. Yet only a henchman, no companions, no. Great. A level design. I still remember the first act where you go to the first city, you go there, floor, left, right, then you go to then you go to that. Great design. I remember it very well. Probably it aged badly, but I still remember it. That's a great one. Let's say an 8. Not a 5, an 8. 8. A progression. That's a Baldur's Gate progression. If you played a mage, 3.5, really well progression. So what? And you had, I think to level 20. I remember level cap. So if progression is 9, I would say that it's a 9 here. Complexity, yeah, it had a lot of fun of the 3.5. So yeah, by Baldur's Gate, it's at least, it's less because you have one character. I will do that one, but just because you have one character, you can have 5. I will give it a little bit less complexity. Now, difficult. Do I remember difficult fight? That's the. I think I remember the first mind crawler or whatever fight. It was difficult. It was confusing, but it was not that bad. I would say it's a 7. It was a decent difficulty. Nothing to praise too much. They didn't do too many crazy things. Content. There was a lot of content to do, but not much freedom, and tonal enemies, things like that. So no, nothing special. I would say a solid 7. Dialogues. There were some checks, but nothing crazy. We'll give it a Dragon Age. Plot twist, decision. There was some. I still remember the plot twists. And I still remember when you enter a city, do something and exit out, and it changed to that city. So your decisions made impact. You felt that it had an impact. So yeah, I would say it's a solid. Progression log. Playing so you can play solo. Companions, custom companions were just henchmen. Would want 7. NPC party. Henchmen were almost not usable, not required. Didn't play with a party too much. I would say 4, because that's the level of Fallout. The arc enemy, not that much. Like morally side quest design. Nothing too much to praise. and it was a good. So, yeah, for the setting. Setting is nice. It's a high fantasy, good high fantasy, I would say. Oh no, that game aged too badly. 3. Because I think it's easier to play Fallout than Neverwinter Nights. There was some cutscenes, some cinematics, but yeah, all of that was on a level of 3. And visual effects, they were okay for the time being. Now they are like the art are not that strong over that game anymore. Frame rate, loading time. Probably should do it based on the year that they are. So we'll probably adjust the fidelity and those values. Those should be in context of what year they are. Because in the future I will be adding more pre-program and I will not be dethroning those. Scarabray is burning. Scarabray is gone. I don't remember any performance issues. Yes? There were some bugs, some quality of things that are still, maybe not still. Mechanics, there were few that were not understandable, not explained that well. But overall, it's good. User experience. Yeah, that's not as horrible as some games, but I will give it a 3.5. It's awful. I remember calling the inventory in this game the most ugly thing that I saw at the time. Safe, respect, and all those things are fine. That's a solid 7. Main path, music, nothing to praise. I have skipped that. I know there is a multiplayer here, cause you can play with a game master. You can play. I know that people do servers to play campaigns in Neverwinter Nights and asking other games to have the same thing. You can set up a server where people can join and always is on and you can progress. It's crazy. I would say it's not an MMO, but it's a 9 or 8.5. The highest you can get without being an MMO. I don't think that any game ever again did that. They did everything in mind for a multiplayer with that game. Community, that's a death. Due to that community, I have learned how to program, how to code, how to edit games, how to do whatever I do for this game. And I will get out of here. DM mode. I will add because that game allowed us to have Witcher 1. They created the magic engine. What they did also, they did tool set that started an era of giving modding tools to cRPG. I wonder what else I'm missing. Okay, I think that's enough. Awful UI. I really like in tooltips. Where are the tooltips? I will give you extra 1 point, not 1, 1. Because the tooltips had a challenge writing that was very nice feature. And you could see, yep, that's a difficult enemy and everything. Cons. Camera controls in this game, awful. I remember struggling. That's Neverwinter Nights. And I'm a big fan of that game. I think it's great. I think I should replay it. That would be a top 4 for me. Correct? That's one of the few games it's better than Baldur's Gate for me. That's crazy. Yeah, okay, now. Neverwinter Nights 2, Storm of Zay. I don't know if I can find the value for it. Neverwinter Nights 2, I know that Mask of Betrayer, Storm of Zay, that's a short. 15, 29, and 100%, because that game I finished. No? Yes. I finished. But that I did it later. So, if it's combat system, that's a 6.5. Turn-based with and not real time with boss. Level design, overland map. Overland map. I think it's the best overland map ever created. Where your skills matter, where you exploration, secrets, keeping monsters, exploration, traveling. Okay, so yeah, let's give it. So a level design, I will give what follows 8. Those maps where you enter were not that great, but I will give it an 8.5. I don't know. No, I don't know what game to give 9 if I don't give it to here. Leveling, progression, how you were rewarded. What do we have for Neverwinter Nights? It's a 9. It's no, even differently. I will do 8.5, and that's a 9. Because in 15 hours game, 15, you get 20 levels. That's the speed when you get a lot of things a lot. That's why I like Storm of Zay, because it's a standalone campaign for 15 hours. Does any game have that much content? Baldur's Gate has 65 hours and you get a bit more. But I think it's 40 hours for that. Neverwinter Nights has 53 hours for 9.5. You have 0 to hero leveling option. Complexity is no higher. They made difficult. It's 7.5. That I would say. Nothing really special. They weren't doing anything that's too overpowered. Not too. There was side content that was trading. I want trading in my games. You normally build your towns, improved. Obsidian did a amazing thing. So maybe not 9, but I would say it's 8. 8.5. Dialogues were nuts. Talking with those. Remember, I'll give a 5. 5.5. Plot twist decision impacting. There was some. I don't remember. I should keep it a star here because I don't remember. Should not be counted. I should do it in the future, an update of. If I don't remember, I should give it a count and it should not count. But That would make it so much difficult to do that Excel correctly. But let's assume. Freedom. Yeah, you had a lot of freedom in this game. You could travel overland map. You could get your custom companions from level 1. You don't have to play with a custom companion. You get your party. So you could play solo, open world, no progression, almost no progression luck. I'm giving it a 9. It is amazing. Complexity more. Yeah, you guys know almost no. I think it's like that. Organemy with a motive. More, I don't think so. Side quests were okay. Yep. Aesthetics, solid. Fidelity is better than Neverwinter Nights 1, but it's. If he now those are assets that's games. So if I will improve it without that it's an older game, then it should be better. There were some cutscenes, intros, visual effects. There was a lot of visual effects. There was casting. I still remember a lot of those effects. So definitely 5.5 is a maybe even 6. There's a lot of nice effects. Yep, 6 is a decent thing. Performance. I didn't have any performance, if I remember correctly, so it's a solid 7.5. I'm giving a 0.5 left because it's Obsidian, and I'm almost sure that something was laggy, but it's 7.5, alright. Game breaking bugs, missing descriptions. I think that I remember here. Or I should do it like other Obsidian games, because those just do it well. Mechanics, that's standard 3.5, so that's just a bit confusing. There was a combat log, there was tooltips, there were controls, buffing, like always. What Baldur's Gate has? More than Baldur's Gate has. 7. You can respec, you can save, you can do 7? 7. Even 8. Could do a lot. For the full main path, music, nothing special. Here, if I remember correctly, there is a multiplayer because they did. Okay. Do they have the same as Neverwinter 1 had? Okay. So yeah, I'm giving you that. Community I think is less. Not that crazy. So you have these. And they did a good tool. I know that in Neverwinter Nights 2 they did Baldur's Gate, so yeah, the toolset is good. And controls are awful. For encounters, difficulty, leveling, progression, I think is, where's the progression? They're doing here. So, okay, because I really love the fact that they did per encounter bonus, not per enemy killed. You fought an encounter, you get a bonus XP for encounter, not for killing 2 fire elementals. So if somebody summoned 50 summon elementals, you get like 2 XP, 2 XP, 2 XP, 2 XP, and 1000 XP for an encounter. Solved a lot of things. So I would say I didn't give a bonus here. Okay. Neverwinter Nights will jump high. Because Neverwinter Nights has GM mod, Aurora engine, so 0.2 plus 0.1 plus 0.25, 0.55 minus camera controls that I will give 10. Okay, and you guys have 0.2, 0.15 plus 0.20 and 0. So 0.15, 0.20, 35, 45 minus 10, 0.35. Okay. That way I would have my job. A 15 hours game. Okay, I have to replay that on stream. I don't know if next week we will start with that game. That's a game that I can finish on stream at 15 hours. It is old. I'm fine with it. I want to see how bad it is. But I want to see if it's 76. Those games mean that I have to play it because those are my favorite games. And how do they stand against Pillars of Eternity? That's now great. Okay. Let's do Bard's Tale. Storm of Zephyr surprised me a bit. Yeah, what did I give for a new UI? The user experience should be lower. 4.5. But better. We overdid with UX. It's not that good. And I would say 8 here. It sounds fine. 73 is good. 76. Okay. And how long to beat? And I want Bard's Tale 4. 45, 60, 50%. I have to finish the game sometime. Turn base. And it's a good turn base. Setting special 7.5 because there's not much movement, so yeah. An easier turn base mode. Level design, yeah. Puzzles. Annoying. I got a lot. Sad. Progression. You get something, you progress, you're awarded, you have some builds. Nice game. 4.5. Maybe progression is not that bad. It's 5.5. Number of skills, something that I would say 4. Difficulty is nice. That's a solid thing that Bard's Tale did. Things to do. There's exploration, quests, side quests, So yeah, 5.5. And the dialogues. Dialogues are very nice. They're funny. They're in exile. Those guys know how to do a dialogue. Yep. Plot. Interesting, not crazy. Freedom. You have some logs. You're locked to the. Or you can do. Well, locked to the companions, or I could do. I think I will lock. I could do only my main character, and I can progress. So. 6. But companions are funny, interesting. 6.5. Vermin Lord, hi there, how are you? Thanks for dropping by. And I don't know really about the Archmanemy. Remember the door? I need to do something for those ones that I don't know, but let's see. The aesthetics of this game is really nice, high fantasy. Difficulty is a nice level of detail. I would say it's an 8. Solid. Well designed Unreal Engine. There's some cutscenes. 4. The effects are nice, solid. Not that many, so I'll give it 5. Performance. So Vermin Lord, I will just give you a minute. We did add a small change to the calculation value. I added time for main story, so how long to finish the game, the main path, and how long I did finish the game. Because there are a lot of games that I dropped after like 55% or like 90%. I just didn't fight the last boss or things like that. And those impact the score. There is some math behind what do I do. So some changes in the scores, not that much. But the high numbers are higher now. So yeah. And we did Dragon Age Origins, Neverwinter Nights, Storm of Zephyr specific campaign. That's a custom campaign, specific campaign for the DLC. Now we go to Bard's Tale 4. I will show you the scores in a second, and they are crazy. Performance of this game was good. I remember it having bugs and having the huge saves. Yeah, it's in exile. I don't believe that it was not buggy. I remember being buggy. So I would say 5.5. That was the level of quality. Mechanics were rather intuitive, but and that was on a level of 7. That was decent. You could rest back, you had companions, but I would say it's a 5.5. Voice acting very well. I think it was fully voice acted. Soundtrack is not bad, but there were also bells that were awesome. I would say that it's 7. The number of soundtracks are like ton of music, so I would say yeah. And that game would be the first that I would increase by sound effects. I will give it as a bonus because I'm not calculating them. You cannot play multiplayer. Almost sure that Bard's Tale 4 is a player. Wait, show me. Yep, purely single player. 1, and community is like 4. It's something but nothing special. Here, what I don't like about bots, what I like. Sound effects. I will add humorous audio. I don't like riddles. They fixed it, so I will not give it much of a downgrade for that. If I go with sound effects and humor and riddles, it should be like plus 0.50. Okay, so just to give you understanding, Pathfinder, Pillars of Eternity, and Divine were my top 3 when we started today, with very small differences. 71.4, 71.1, 71.02. So very small differences, and a Baldur's Gate with 69 and things like that. So it was very similar, a bit higher. And we came today to Neverwinter Nights, Neverwinter Nights 2, Storm of Zane. Both of them on 73.31 or 73.71. That's like 2% points higher than the best game that I had. So those 2 games, and I will start from that because that's a 15 hours game. I will mark it here to be played. Where did I put it? I did put it somewhere. Where did I overwrite? You know what? Let's do here to be played. So probably next week or week after we will play live Storm of Zane. I know it's not pretty, it's old and whatever, but I know a lot of people didn't play that game. Currently I think that's my favorite cRPG. Based on the calculation, that's my favorite cRPG. Bard's Tale, 61.64. That's a solid. That's over 60. That's on the level of Wrath of the Righteous. Better than... That's Fallout level. Yep. Okay, now that will be controversial. Mass Effect. How long to beat? Really? Mass Effect is just that short? 17 hours and 28? That's why I beat it. Combat system. Yeah, it has a real time with turn-based. Yep, but real time with turn-based would be 6, but it's 5.5 because it's annoying real time with both. Level design. There was some exploration, but there were some nothing really great. I was confused. 5. Progression. You were awarded. You were getting better. Those later skills were fun. But it's 4. Complexity, maybe 4.5 and a 3.5 here. Systems, checks, skills, nothing. Difficulty always was decent, but I would say no, really crazy here. Was some signed content. I would say 5. What do we have for Star Wars? 7. I think it's like that. Dialogues were nice. They were affected. They were moving you evil, less evil, and that had some impact. 6.5. The plot was nice. Maybe not a plot twist, but it was building up gradually really well. And I would say 6.5. 7. Freedom. Companions were defined. The world was semi-open. You couldn't play solo. You always had a party. There were progression locks. Little progression locks. But I would say that's 6.5. Wait. Freedom 6 for Wasteland 3, and I'm saying nope. 6. Party was nice. I remember people, and I know a lot of people love the morality story and like that. What do Baldur's Gate companions? 7. Yep, that's a solid 7. I'm not crazy about those companions. Maybe even 7.5. The enemy, the Reapers and all of that. It was a decent story. They had some motive. But I would say it's aesthetics. That I have a problem with. The sci-fi is not as good as fantasy for me. Better than cartoony, so I will give it a 5.5. Maybe at 5. The game had a good quality for its time. Now it's with a remake you can play a good one, so I probably should say, yeah, with a remake you can go and have fun. Those enhanced editions are not remakes. That one has a legendary edition that has a good fidelity, so a solid 6. Amount, maybe not. Amount, quality, good intro, good outro. Nothing really crazy about those. Some cutscenes there were, but nothing crazy. Like all sci-fi games, 5 effects on pops. So yeah, 4. Performance. I don't think there's any issues with performance. 8. I hope the Legendary Edition doesn't have that many bugs. I don't remember too many from the base game, so I would say solid. The mechanics were a bit confusing, but they were so lasting that not much confusion, so not much issues with those. Here. User experience. Okay. Nothing really special. Save. There's limited number of that also. Dragon Age. Voice acting. Decent. I think the full game was voice acted. Music is solid. I don't think that this effect had a... No, I don't want Mass Effect. Okay, you don't have it. Community, I know that there is a lot of people that love the game. They do a lot of things. Do you have any buffs for planet exploration? Was a nice feat. I will not give it too many. 0.1 57. It's a good game. Better than Might and Magic 10. It's sad that Might and Magic, due to technical issues, it's so low. Better than Wasteland 2. Worse than Fallout. Better than Start Night of Old Republic. A bit. Okay. Sounds reasonable. Let's do Empire. Let's do Jade Empire now. I did play that game again. 15 hours, 23 hours. Finished 50% of that game. 55, more or less. Combat system. That one will get it. 4. It's a slow one, but it's a 4. Roly poly a bit. What's in roly poly? It's 3.5, more or less. Level design. The maps are a bit annoying, claustrophobic, and yeah, 5. Progression. You get more and more of those skills, spirits that you can progress. You feel better. You can gain stronger. So that's there. You get companions that do something. There's not many builds. Some. I would say 4. Maybe 5. Progression is there. You feel you land the game, you get a lot of abilities. The number of abilities feeds dialogue to that's a low one. That's a 4. Difficulty is okay. There is Iron Man. There are difficulty settings. Playing on very hard is difficult. There are some side quests, but not a cRPG level. It's a 4. Dialogues are okay. That doesn't matter. They only impact if it's good or bad. I would say it's a 5. 5.5. A plot twist, decision impacts, connected, introduction, ending. Oh, yeah. 6. It's a plot. Nothing crazy. 5.5. Yeah, progression locks. Playing solo you can, but progression locks. Companions, there's locked. Companion, nothing really special, not open world, not at all. I think it will be the worst value ever. It's 3. Fun, complexity, moral, story, party. They are discussing, they are telling their story, but they don't have. They are different, that's for sure. Each of your companions is different and another copy of you. Morality, they have some story quests. 6. Arc enemy. I will tell it as 7.57. It's on Sarvox level. Not as good. Aesthetics are fantastic. Like that. India fantasy. Or Asian fantasy. Fidelity now is low. It was better. But it's still holding well. I would say that it's 6. There are some cutscenes, there are cinematics in it. There's a lot of cinematics in the game. So I would say it's a 5.5. Visual effects 5.5 because there's a lot of them. Performance is not bad. Breaking bugs, there's still where that I had some issues. The mechanics are so low that it's not that much that you can confuse. So yeah, I would say it's 7. User experience is bad because it's a console game for me already. I would say it's a 4. You have shrines that restore your energy. You can save. Respec is not that easy. Custom combines you cannot really impact.
Statues of Dargoth's tower, our heroes could not thwart. They won the 4th in the maze of dread.
4.5. Now, 4.
His fortress strong, 5th could not protect. The 6th was
Voice acting. State Empire. Oh yeah. I remember reading a line. Music. Decent level. I don't think you can do multiplayer, community. So, arena. I will always give a bonus for arena.
Spell and skill it was reforged, the wand of destiny.
And for me, that's how I want Kung Fu games to be all the time in the field. So much fun to play Kung Fu character-led martial arts, sorry. Let's not call it Kung Fu. What did I did for controls? I will give a D grade for that. To be putting somewhere controls. Those are bad. And camera control. Yep. And did I have any other issue that I remember? No. So the value here for arena. Do you have somewhere that there's only an arena? Remember? I would say it's a 0.15. 0.15 plus 0.15 minus 0.15 minus 0.10. 0.10. Maybe 0.15. Not that terrible, but it's 51. That's a valid value. Is it the worst game that I reviewed? A decent game? But I think it's a worst game that I reviewed. Temple of Elemental Evil. Elemental Evil. I think I can. That's a long game with limited number of levels. 52 point. I finished it in the wrong way, but it's I think 95% because I did also a lot of content after that. I almost did it. I want to be honest. Combat system is a turn-based mode. Level design. Some were annoying. There's not that much exploration value. Yeah, I would say it's a 7. Build, leveling options, how often you are awarded. For 46 hours, I'm allowed to do 10 levels. That's a Baldur's Gate level of awardment. Maybe a bit more. Baldur's Gate with 5.5. Here I think it's a lot more options, but not that much speed. Difficulty curve. There was a jumps in some difficulty curves. I wouldn't say that's a perfect difficulty curve. There was a solid 7 points. I remember fighting the Lamias and things to do, side quests. There were a lot of side quests in the first village. There were some things to do, but that's like level of 6. Second, third village was nah. Dialogues, skipped most, not that fan of it. 5. A plot, go to the temple of another level and clear the elemental level. Yeah, not that high. 5 are fine. Freedom was not that bad. Baldur's Gate 1 level. Maybe with more like locks. You can play your custom party, so I will give another. So yeah, open world custom companion 7 points. Oh, it's even higher. No, 8. You can start with your custom party, and the rolling of characters is really good. Argonemy, morality, side quest, nothing special. Aesthetics. That game had a very nice fantasy aesthetics. Give it even a solid 8.5. Fidelity for its time, it was great. Now it doesn't look that good, but Baldur's Gate has. 5, it's a bit better. We got it like 4.5. Now if Storm of Zahir says 4, that's 4 max. Cinematics. Intro of that game is a really nice thing. I will give it a 4. Spell effects, status effects. The fact that you can wear good armor and things like that and it looks nice. Yeah, it's a solid 4, I would say, yeah. Performance, loading time, I know here there's still game-breaking bugs. 5. And here performance is not that bad. Mechanics. What's Baldur's Gate? Bad. 4.5 more because a better. But like a 6. Maybe less. I mean higher because less spells, so you understand everything. AI behavior, yeah, no. Okay. You were experiencing. Great combat lock. You click and to go into the details and everything. So yeah, for that I can give 7.5. I really remember as a good. You could custom companions 8. What in path? Let me. Okay. I think there is a multiplayer and there is a lot of community because the temple of path or whatever. That's solid. One of there is 4 only? Or community that little? Yeah, because Storm of Zahir nobody knows. Neverwinter Nights 2. Yes, Storm of Zahir lad. Okay, for what I want to add is I really like the rolling of stats. It's not a big battle of 0.5 for example. I love that feature. Cloaks. No. Ropes over armor. Do that more. Plus cloaks. There was an item crafting as it was in Dungeons and Dragons. Never ever did they do that. There's a lot of mechanics that are in the game. They're working. So a good implementation of D&D. I should give it as a Baldur's Gate have a based on PnP. I probably have to update. But here it's based on PnP, but it's not that much. I will see if I want to give it as a debuff, a con. Okay, item crafting. Turn-based combat I already covered. -4. Level cap is too close and in progression I gave it the end game is boring. Fight, go, fight. No, I will give it a the end game is just a long dungeon. So roll stats 0.5, cloaks over ropes, plus ropes over armor and cloaks, that's 0.15, so 20. Item crafting it's 0.30, 0.30. Level cap is -10, so 0.20. Dungeon will be -0.5, 0.15. 64.18. Very good game. I remember it as a prime of Infinity Engine. I follow. Good. Okay. Now we'll start going into areas that are less and less cRPGs. I know that there are more cRPGs that I have to do. I will add them because I remember playing a game that was called Wizards and Warriors. I also did play a game that was called something like that, Dungeon of Novel Book. I didn't finish it, but I can give my opinion on a game that played. and didn't finish. Maybe useful. Yep. So, if I would be doing my ranking now, after 2 days, if I would keep the values here, I shouldn't. Everything is above 71.4 is a masterpiece. Then we would have Pillars of Eternity on a masterpiece. Pathfinder almost, Divinity 2 almost. Neverwinter Nights, Neverwinter Nights 2, Storm of Zay. It's biased due to the fact how much I loved the toolset. And the fact that due to Neverwinter Nights 1, I became a programmer thanks to that game. So yeah. The other ones are lower. Amazing, yeah, Deathfire 1, 2, Baldur's Gate, Infinity 1, Wasteland 3, Dragon Age Origins, and Temple would be a great one, Bardsdale would be. It works with my values even. That I was what they were missing to meet that values. So yeah, it looks we are fine. So next week, I don't know if we'll continue with those already or we'll play a bit. I think we will do one more week and I will try to finish all of those next week. How many did we do today? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many I'm missing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, let's do one more. Let's do one more today. I'll finish because my voice is coming down, but that game I played recently, so Vampire the Masquerade Redemption for 18 hours, playing like for 30. 22.5% to finish, 100% done. Combat system bad. Real time with no pause, with team design 3. Level design confusing. I was lost in some maps, so yeah, it's nope, it's a 4. Progression, you felt better, you got better, you got 0 to hero, were rewarded. There was some build options. Could have played mage or a melee. Companions could play build or melee. Solid 5.5. Maybe 6, just to the fact get progression. Yeah. 6. But I always forget. Here is how fun you are rewarded, not that much. But your build can progress well. Number of spells, systems. That was not that bad also here. There was a limited number, but I would say it's a 5.5. Better than Bardsdale for sure. Where's the Dragon Age Origins? Oh, fine. Difficulty. Once you get the fire rain and everything, that's. I would say that. Nah. Side quest, not that many. But mostly main quest. Oh, I never remember that. Dialogues. Boring. Plot twists. Some. not that much. Oh, progression logs, playing solo. Yeah, very awful due to that. We'll give it a 4.5. Because I remember companions, but they are annoying, and I will put it in AI. Arch enemy, moralities, 5. 5.5, because I remember who's the enemy. Okay, Vampire Dire Gothic. If it would be only the first half, it would be a 10. But the second half of this game is so not in my aesthetics that it's 5 and 10. On average, it's 7.5. It is awful. It's tedious. Currently, no remake yet, so yeah, it is. Cinematics, intro, cutscenes. Read. There was an intro. Effects, or there is some of them, but I didn't. When okay, because Neverwinter was bad. Those are bad. 3 for that. Performance. I don't have that much of an issue with performance. I had some game-breaking bugs, like you cannot progress after the half of the game. So I would say, yeah, 4.5. Mechanics. There were not that many, so not that much intuitive balancing, and that's UI. Cool tips. No, 4. You can have to respect well. You could save only in specific points. Yes, I remember. Yep, 4. Voice acting was not that good, so I would say main part about a 3. Music was nice. Where is AI? No, AI behavior. Those guys killed me. 2.5. Giving a team and an awful AI variables. Single player online only, and nothing. Playing Vampire Mage. Here. Vampire game and how the Prague and Vienna look. It had a very nice feeling. So you probably don't know. I loved the first part and how you could walk over Vienna, Prague. Controls. Yeah, I give it -4 points for AI, so that's good. Vampire Mage, that's 0.2. That's 0.2 plus 0.1 for that you can play a vampire-based game. So even 0.50. So that's 0.35 for just vampires, and for Vienna and Prague I would give it for 0.1 for statics, 0.45 control. That's not a buff, that's not a positive, that's a negative. So it's 0.35. 42, yeah. And how much I love that game. How much I recommend, and I think it's the best fire game ever. I still think that game is horrible at some features. Some features were done that badly at this, especially after playing it recently. I finished it. That's the biggest recommendation I can give. You can finish it, but can we do still Ruins of... Let's give Ruins of Ventrano a try.
Foes from below, blood on the snow, bright crimson on white.
Whoa, there's so many people that played that game and finished it.
Brought death from far away. For eldritch
Yeah.
did manga scar the depths of Scarabray. Snow and summer.
I don't know if I will do it.
in my hand.
That version. I would say that it's something like 20.
Us apart.
31 point. There's nothing more to do. And I would say I'm 45. I did a lot turn-based. Level design was bad. It was always dungeons and confusing. Build leveling options were not bad. I could be a mage, that's fine. But it progressed slowly. Number of options was like something like that. Difficulty was solid, but fighting the same enemies were... So I will put it on content. No, the game doesn't have content. Just goes down the dungeon. It's the same. Dialogues were boring, awful. Better probably than 3.5, something like that. I remember few ghosts and things. Plot twists? No. Or freedom. You had custom companions, progression locks. Had to go progress, so yeah. I would say it's a 4. 4.5. Is, yeah. What do we have in Neverwinter Nights 3? Yep. Arganemy, I remember those two big ones, but it's nothing more. 3.5, maybe 4. Aesthetics, as if fidelity. Ooh, that game was not looking good. There were cinematics, there were cutscenes. I would say 3.5. Visual effects, there were some, but not that many. Or I remember issues with game, and now even more. You have to use some tricks to be able to play it. So yeah, 5. There were bugs, and there are still bugs. Or mechanics stacking. There was a combat log. I learned a lot from that game to play, so I would say it's not that bad. It's a 5, maybe 6. User experience bad, not that good. Better. You could save. You could have custom companions. That's fine. That's maybe Temple of Elemental level already. Otherwise, I don't think there was any, so I would say 2. There was some music. It's a normal music 5, but they sang you a song. Once you get, and that song is very good, so it's 7. Spellgum, yeah. Here, it's not a multiplayer, if I remember correctly. Communities Okay, that is something. Today, reskin zombies 20 floors deep. Huge dungeon. That's all that game had. Minus 0.25. See what I have? No. 30. Why did I don't know. I think I have to look at Spider Mascara because I did destroy it too badly. Because it's not that bad game. Yeah, but it's horrible to play. I wouldn't recommend. I think I liked it better because it's just a vampire, but I wouldn't recommend. Yeah, those two are already the low end. I don't want to do Star Wars. I don't remember. I don't remember them well enough to. I played it only once and long time ago. Songib I played not that long ago, so we definitely can do it. Witcher. Okay, so next week we will do non-cRPGs, because to be honest, we finished cRPGs. I probably can do Star Wars, Wizard Warriors and Dungeons of Knucklebook. Those are the missed, and I didn't play Celeste, so I probably will have to do that. But we have Stonekeep, Witcher 1, Witcher 3, Gothic 2, Reason 3, not 2. I don't never played 2 because it has a pirate setting. Alex, and I probably will add some other games that I know. What's the name of that game? Rise of Argonaut. And Kingdoms of Amalur. Yeah, those two I want to check for sure. And one more that is not fitting at all, but I want. On Dark Bestiary here. Okay, we will see how many we'll do next week and week after.
Men from the south, they came to the north.
In 2 weeks. In 2 weeks. Neverwinter Nights 2 Storm of Day. I will start play through here. We'll see how far I can go and what I have to update, because I don't believe that game can be so good. But I remember that it was amazing. I want to see how my mind is twisting it, or I can say yeah, for sure. But for today, that's all. That's all. Thank you for being here. I hope you had fun. 1 week more of that. My review list. After that, some Storm of the Hero. Probably some small review guides will appear on reviews of games that I played will appear on the channel, just to have something for other people to watch. And we'll see how good they are, and we'll see what else we'll play. For now, Wrath of Zahir, we'll give it a try. I want to play that old game sometimes. Some time ago, wanted to play it. I didn't have time. I will give it a try now. If not, we'll jump to Solasta or something else. And later on, maybe other lists or something. We'll see. For now, that's all. Take care. See you next time.